No one is a stranger to our CEO, Edgar Rathbone, so no need for introductions. I'll hand over to you, Ed.
Yeah, thanks, Linga. Thanks everybody for being here. This is probably by far the toughest press conference I've had to do in my career. It's we've lost a loved member of our family. Listening to your stories while you're sitting here, I mean, I think Cornel will always be remembered for a guy that had a hell of a lot of energy, always up for a joke. He was for very long. He was the heart and soul of this team. I mean, he basically trademarked the backs chant that is still going today. I mean, I got a little emotional when the team actually did it again today before training, because it brings back so many memories. Not to talk even about him doing the I'm a Billy after a Vodacom Bulls win, and the passion he had there. But I think if I look on the groups today, firstly, I mean, all the messages we get from all over, he was such a loved person by everybody. I don't think anybody in this room or outside can say anything bad about Cornel. And I mean, that's testimony to the person he is. Yeah, I mean, as little as about a week ago, I was speaking to Cornel about possibly a role here after rugby, because we know what he can add. So it's with great shock that the news came this morning. Our thoughts and prayers are obviously with Stephanie, his wife, and the 3 kids. I don't think there's words that can console them at this time, and I think we can just show our respect to them as a family, the person that Cornel was. He will be unbelievably missed, and just the way Cornel was always the same person, whether he was selected or not. And I think that's a testimony or that's a great example that was set to younger players. I mean, I remember a video it was sent on the group the morning of the match against the Stormers last year, which was a sold-out match. And he was in his yard, and he threw himself with water, and he was without a shirt, and he did the I'm a Billy with the most passion you can ever see. I think that really shows him as a person. So yeah, he'll be missed. But he won't be forgotten. Gladly take any questions, please.
Can I kind of ask you just the sense of the feeling amongst players, because he was quite close with a lot of players, in fact the whole squad, any player they played with. Do you have an idea of what the sense is like amongst the players?
Obviously, I mean, I think it goes without saying that it's great sadness. There's a somber mood around the camp this morning. So I mean, we had a light training session this morning, and the rest of the day will be off. I think it's very hard for anybody to focus at this stage with the news only breaking this morning. So I think we'll regroup and take it again tomorrow. I think it makes you realize again there's bigger things than rugby. It's just a sport.
Can I just ask my last question? Back then, I was privileged to be here when you guys invited me, announced me, launched me here. back then, was it an easy decision for this union to sign Cornel Hendricks, knowing his background and his medical situation back then?
No, look, I need to state it categorically that it was, at that stage, we got medical advice from Dr. Wouter Basson. And we got that on a yearly basis as well to get him cleared. And the reality always was that rugby won't make it worse. But there will always be an issue with his heart, and whether he plays rugby, whether he doesn't play rugby, it could have an impact in the long term.
If you're saying that, I mean, the Cornel, we all knew, was happy to accept the risks that came with that as well. And I don't think, as far as I know, it didn't feature ever in the team environment as an issue.
No, not at all. Not at all. And look, these things can, obviously, there's no perfect time for it to happen, but as close as the Bulls was to Cornel's heart, that close Boland was to his heart. And for him to be there to get them back into Currie Cup, it was probably a good thing.
And that's early days, but have you guys thought of any sort of tribute on Saturday game?
Yeah, Brendan, I mean, that's, as you know, it goes through a process, but there'll definitely be something on Saturday.
Obviously, I mean, I know Cornel quite well. After you stop playing professional rugby, you obviously all go in your own bubble, your own way. I mean, isn't this a good opportunity for rugby teams and clubs to start reuniting all of the ex-players to get behind all of the franchises? Because South African rugby, in certain extents, obviously are struggling. But I mean, using a guy like Cornel, I mean, every time I go on social media, you see all of the tributes that's been given to him. Isn't this a time for former players, coaches to start reuniting and start getting behind our professional teams? Because a guy like Cornel is testament to how he loved rugby, how he loved the professional teams. Doesn't matter if he played for the Bulls or back at Willand. So yeah, I don't know if that's something that can be.
Look, 100%. Again, as I say, I think Cornel embodied the spirit of what rugby should be, and I think we must never forget that. With whether that's with internal fighting, politics, whatever it might be, rugby is a game to be enjoyed by all, and to provide entertainment on a weekend for everybody. And I think Cornel always showed that on the field. And he had some great performances, not just for us, for the Springboks, Blitzboks, Boland, Cheetahs, but always with a smile on his face, you know. But at the end of the day, it's a privilege to play the sport. It's a privilege to be involved in it. So that must never be forgotten.
I think 2021 was it? 2021 was a special year. If I recall, he was named Currie Cup Player of the Year.
He was man of the match in the Currie Cup final that year, yeah, against the Sharks.
And he also shared the Player of the Year with Martin.
Yeah, I don't have, your memory might be better than mine, Percy.
But it probably shows the type of player he was on the field. Sorry, Edgar, I thought about this and I'm thinking, if I've been insensitive by making this statement, he had a heart of steel on the fielders.
And he had a heart of gold off it. So, yeah, look, I think if there was a team man of the year award every year, he would have won it every year. It was, yeah.
Ek wil jy het nou in jou bespraak iewers gesê hy hart en siel van die span gewees. Ek onthou hoe hy daai jaar met die Bulle Leinster in Dublin gaan wen het ons hy weet nog gepraat het. En wat hy toe gesê het, nee, maar hy nie ander manne het hulle tasse veel het gepak. Ek kom terug Pretoria en hulle gaan af Kaap toe ook. Hoe belangrik was dit in daai stadium? Weet jy het niet aangekom by die village, hy was net aangestel gewees. Maar ou soos Cornel in die kleedkamer te hê wat.
En weer eens, is ongelooflik die rol wat senior spelers in 'n span speel. Ek dink dis hoekom ons probeer daai balans hou tussen ouer ouens en jonger ouens, want dat daai voorbeeld wat gestel word deur die ouer ouens en die manne wat nog steeds hier is, byvoorbeeld in 'n saamkaar van positief bly deur alles. As jy gekies word, nie gekies word, jy bly dieselfde persoon. Ek dink dit is waardevolle lesse vir jou weierspan. En ek dink iemand het dit beter vir persoonlik as Cornel.
If you these family, is there any way that we can maybe contribute to, some, that they're taken care of, and how they've been taken care of as well?
Yeah, look, so we in the discussions with the family as well as with our shareholders as to how we can support. So as soon as we've got clarity on how we can support and what we can do going forward, that will be shared to the media, and we can take it from there. Thank you for that.
On the same breath, he also have a foundation, maybe to get involved somewhere there as well.
100%. I mean, even he probably left us in September last year, and him and Devon still run soup kitchens in Pretoria. So that again, it just shows the heart of the guy. Yeah. So I think, I mean, that's the reality of it. It's his family, but he was caring for a lot of other people. That's not his blood family, but that he was looking after.
From ter help op 'n Afrikaans man, is er 'n emosionele situasie. Hoe groot gedrukskap is dit vir hierdie unie, vir julle as spelers, mense hier by die unie om 'n voormalige spelers soos Cornel Hendricks te verloor? Hulle het hele familie.
Dis presies dit. Dit voel soos dood in familie vandag. Cornel was 'n groot deel van die familie, en alhoewel hy nou die laaste paar maande terug in Wellington was, is daai band nie gebreek nie. So ja, ek dink dit is 'n emosionele dag vir die bulle.
Obviously, you guys are obviously quite cut up right here right now. Do you guys take any satisfaction out of having fought in the last chapter of his life, right like that? Obviously, after having the opportunity to play for so long.
So obviously, I mean, for him to live out his passion is a great thing. I mean, for us to take credit for it would be totally wrong. Knowing the person that Cornel is, he would have found a way to live out this passion, whether it was at the Bulls or somewhere else. He's got such a strong will that medical advice he would have gotten on his own, and he would have got somewhere else to play. Even if it was just club rugby, that would have been enough for him because he loved the game. So no, I wouldn't at this stage want to take, as a Bulls brand, any credit for that.
Thank you.
Okay,